Welcome to CFMA Training Episode 12 of Pit Entries. So this one here is looking at what not to do as far as the pit entry goes. In our training series we've highlighted the lines that drivers should take when entering the pit lane. In this one here, this car shows what not to do and the reason why, being that it can potentially cause an incident. And so here you can see going wide and then diving into pit lane, and the other car managed to just duck through without there being any major contact. So obviously there would have been a good chance of the car not entering the pit lane to be spun around by the car trying to get in. So as you can see, the red line sort of marking where this car wanted to go and where the other one should normally go on the racing line. Normally would have been heading to the wide section of the track, far section of the track, to get the best apex for the coming turn. So what should have happened is a nice hug all the way around the corner here and into the pit lane. So it's just another reason why we should be mindful. There you go, that graphic there shows the line that should have been taken, and this is the reason why we try to make sure that drivers adhere to that, because obviously that could have been a spin out, possibly sent that car into the other car that's out to the right of screen, and that would have made a couple of people very unhappy. So that's our pit entry, just an example of why we want to try and make sure that people enter and exit properly. Alright, so track re-entry. Now this hasn't been a big problem in this season so far, but in previous series we have had some issues. The definition itself is at any point where a driver has left the track, all four wheels are off the track surface. The onus is solely on that driver to make a safe re-entry. So no one else's problem but the driver that's gone off the track to make sure that they make a safe re-entry, which means no contact to other vehicles on track, and if you come back onto the track and it causes another vehicle to drastically move off its current racing line, there's a good cause for penalties, especially if there's contact. So these two cars have gone off the track. In times gone by, they may have taken a straight line back onto the track and not given a single thought to where the other cars are. Tends to be a bit of a thought pattern. Once you're off the track, you just want to get back on as quick as possible. You've got to watch out for where the other cars are. You go off the track, you've got to make the sacrifice. So here we go, these guys are turning right into a corner, so this is giving these two vehicles a bit more room to return to the track sooner, and ideally they'd move into this red blotted line here to still give space for the other drivers. These green lines show where drivers in the past have probably tried to take a re-entry, which is straight across the front of the cars that are oncoming. Now the car down the bottom of the screen here, it does end up making contact with the green and black car, as you'll see, but that was due to some bumping by the cars further up ahead. Now because these two cars have taken a fairly wide line, it's given space on the inside of the turn for the other oncoming cars, and that's what we'd like to see, especially if you return to the track on a corner. Go for the far outside and leave some space for the other drivers. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next RGL CFMA training episode. Thanks for watching.